Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you're enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 3. We are learning Unit 4. Its title is Our Flag. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today under the title of pronunciation skills, we are going to learn about diphthongs. Before this in English for grade 2, we have learnt about digraphs. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch this video lecture again. And today we are going to learn further to classify, pronounce and practice diphthongs as they occur in practice items and sentences in reading lessons. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran Surah Hujurat verse 3, indeed, those who lower their voices in the presence of Allah's messenger are the ones whose hearts Allah has refined for righteousness. They will have forgiveness and a great reward. Yes, my dear children, what this beautiful verse is telling us, that the people who lower their voices in the presence of our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah will bless them with a great reward. So my dear students, this beautiful verse is telling us a rule that whenever you are in front of your elders, you are in front of your parents, you are in front of your teacher, your voice should be lower. And what is the rule? Your voice should not be louder than your elders. Subhanallah. You see, beta, how Quran teaches us everything. And you know, Allah is telling us to do that. And what is the reward? Allah will forgive us and Allah will bless us with great reward, inshallah. So this beautiful command which we learned today is we should talk in lower voice and we should not raise our voice in front of elders, right? And now I want you to look at, there are few letters, I have given them a different color. Why? Because their voice is different. And how do we pronounce these type of letters? This is what we are going to learn today. First, you tell me, what are diphthongs? Do you have any idea what are diphthongs? And how usually two letters sound together? Yesterday, I taught you about digraphs. Do you remember? So whenever two letters come together, how do we pronounce them? Pause the video, answer these two questions to your teacher, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I hope you could recall and you told to your teacher that whenever two letters are together, the first rule, the digraph which we learn, they leave their own sound and make a new sound, right? And in diphthongs, the technique is little different. And what is the difference? Let's learn. The word diphthong comes from the Greek and it means two voices. It means two letters and two voices or two sounds. But how? Diphthongs are a combination of two separate vowel sounds that when uttered, means when we say them, when we pronounce them, the first vowel glides onto the second vowel, forming a single syllable. So what rules we are learning? They are single syllable. It means we cannot separate them. They have to be uttered or to pronounced together. How? The first sound, we start from the first sound of the vowel and it glides to the second sound. Means both sounds will be there and they will be blended in a way that first sound starts and it glides, it slightly moves to second sound. Are you getting it? Okay, let's practice it. So I have brought diphthongs in pairs. How? These, you see, these letters, the pair are different, but they sound the same. O and I. Now, how do we say it? Oi. The first sound glides to the second sound and OI says oi. OY says oi. Now, these two, two diphthongs are pronounced in the same way. OI says oi, OY says oi. You can practice it with me. OI says oi, OY says oi. AW says aw, AU says aw. AW says aw, AU says aw. OU say ow, OW say ow. OU say ow, OW say ow. EW say EU, EW say EU, and OO says oo, OO says oo. This is how these combination of two letters, whenever you find these pairs in a word, identify and say them the way we just learned. You got it? Okay, let's practice it through words. Now you see, OI says oi. How do we say it? The first letter is sound is k, k, oi, n, oi, n. So there will be three sounds together. Coin, foil, okay, oil, oil, okay, this is how we say that. OY says oi, j, oi, joy, b, oi, boy. AW says aw, j, aw. Launch, launch. Now you see, my dear children, you see this is a digraph and its sound is, yesterday we practiced it, ch sound. And AU is a diphthong, its sound is aw. So, launch, right? This is how, beta, from one letter to the combination of letter, two words, and then this is how gradually we keep on learning, right? It's haunt, haunt. OW says ow, ow, ow. OU says ow, ow, cloud. EW says EU, chew, grew. And OO says ooh, spoon, moon. Right? This is how we practice. We identify first in words and then we utter the diphthongs. Are you clear? Okay, good job. So let's see what does your book say about it. A diphthong is formed when two letters blend together to make a particular sound. The first part of diphthong is always longer and stronger. A list of all diphthongs have been given. A list of few diphthongs we'll practice today. So as I told you, O says ooh. Now say this word. Ooh, do, food. Okay. OI says oi. Now say it. Oi, z. OY says oi. Oi. AU says walt. AW says claw. OW says ow. EW says you. OU says cloud. Right? You got it. It's very simple. So are you ready for an activity? Okay, I'm going to check you what have you learned. And the activity is teacher will divide students into pairs and instruct each student to make a sentence with the diphthongs on the list. Okay, teacher will give you a list of diphthongs and in pair every student will make a sentence. For example, they might write, the boy had a toy. Now you see the same diphthong has been used in this sentence. Or I set soil on a foil. After they have written the sentences, encourage them to pair up and read each other's sentence. Okay, so this is how we are going to practice diphthongs. Pause the video, enjoy this beautiful activity and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. So it's time to practice from your book. All of you settle down on your seats, open your book, and what you are going to do, look at the pictures and encircle the correct diphthong for each. How do we do it? Look at this picture. It's first say spoon. Now which diphthong we have used? Say both sounds and it's oo sound. So oo sound is spoon. This is how you are going to do it. If you find any difficulty, raise your hand, talk to teacher, and teacher kindly guide the child to reach to the answer instead of telling the answer. Okay. And one thing I want, once I can tell you all the names, it's cow, cloud, draw, dew, boy, coin, and sauce. So you have to find the correct diphthong for each picture. So pause the video, complete this exercise on your book, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good, you are smart. It's time for your homework. You will write 10 words containing diphthongs. And here I'm going to give you a worksheet. My dear fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience, and kindly give a printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear children, what you are going to do, here is a word bank containing diphthongs. You have to read the words and complete the sentences by selecting the correct word from this word bank. So in this way, what we have learned, we learned that a diphthong is a single syllable vowel sound in which the beginning sound is different from the ending sound, as in oi, o, ow, eu, and oo. And we pronounced and practiced diphthongs. In this way, we received our SLO to classify, pronounce, and practice diphthongs as they occur in practice items and sentences in reading lesson. Are we done with it? Yes, so that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.